Right. I want to talk about something that I feel quite passionate about, and it's. I'm going to call this post video "Cheating in Sport." I've become increasingly alarmed at how sport is being presented on TV, and I recall my own childhood and how important sporting heroes and sporting figures became in my life. They were role models that I strived to copy with a level of sort of integrity and sense of fair play and moral character that I aspired to. And I feel that it was a grounding, a tremendous grounding for me, alongside my father, of course. You know, some of the heroes that I can recall, first of all, Bobby Charlton, who played for Manchester United, was the epitome of fair play, and the way he conducted himself on the field, impeccable. And then in tennis, Rod Laver, who looked a complete gentleman, even though his approach to win was ruthless. And I could name many more. What I'm seeing here over the last few years is the increasing tendency for those sporting heroes, so to speak, adopting the attitude win at all costs. Let me give you some examples. While I was watching the friendly international between England and Italy the other night, football we're talking about, and Ashley Young, who I do like as a player, he had a challenge that was a little bit unsatisfactory, and he ended up off the pitch and nursing a slight knock. And he deliberately rolled himself onto the pitch, which would force the referee to stop the game because it was likely that Italy might gain an advantage. He did receive a yellow card, but it was the act of cheating that I despised. And alongside this, in another team game recently, and another that I have spent hours enjoying, cricket, we heard about the Australian cricket captain, Steve Smith, and a couple of his colleagues admitting to ball tampering in an attempt to get the South African batting side out quickly. And this is a deliberately attempt at cheating. And this is the Australian captain, and he thankfully has been withdrawn and had his wrist slapped. But it's what message are we telling our youth? And I could go on in tennis. An increasingly irritating part of the high-powered word of the APT is when players who are losing all of a sudden have to have injury timeouts, which in many cases are fake. And this is again a deliberate attempt to affect the momentum of the game and to gain an advantage. Now, in stark contrast to this, I also like watching snooker, and snooker has retained a high moral ground and honesty that I wish other sports would adopt. Players are the first to make aware to the referee if their clothing has touched a ball, if their hand has slightly nicked a ball, or if they have used the outlawed push shot. And this is to be admired because it shows that snooker snooker's image is above winning at all costs. So, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us with youth considering cheating as just another ploy to win at all costs. It teaches them that morality and integrity are less important than lying and winning. And truth and fair play has seemingly got lost somewhere along the line. And this is going to have a dramatic effect on the impact of our young people. And they will take this into adulthood and have no disrespect for others in their pursuit of their own goals. So that's my rant today. I'll be interested to hear your comments of it. This is more than what we already knew, like the Lance Armstrongs in cycling and the East Germans doping in athletics. These incidents are occurring in sports that have a much wider audience, and I'm deeply concerned about it.